Okay guys, let me show you something. I took the projector, did some of the details here on the house. Okay. There's all sorts of, spread it back a little bit. Just a little. There's planks of wood going in X formation all over the place on this. All here, all in here, comes down here, some in here. The awnings for the window shutters for the windows, a lot of dark areas, stuff like that. Even the flower pot here, flower pots here, a lot of little details and such. Okay, you can put them on if you want to. This with the series of X's is a cash shuttle from that side here, going down and over a lot of that woodwork. All right. Now, with that all said, yes, a lot of detail, but it's okay. We're going to work with all that, and we're going to do it right now. I'm going to use plenty of the yellow, get some brown in there. Okay, this will be the woodwork. I'm not going to wet it down as much because I wanted to go over the pencil lines. Okay. And we're going to get right to it. Got the smaller wedge brush. Okay. And we're gonna just like I said, hop straight to it. Go with the wood grain first. Keep it as streaky as possible to give the appearance of the wood grain. Now, what I'm doing is I'm going over the other previous markings because it's going to be in cast shadow in the first place, so I'm not terribly concerned about all of that. But I do want to go over the pencil lines. I don't want to see the pencil lines. And I'm going right straight across. We do have shadow, which will cover it up even more. But like I said, I'm not really concerned about that right now. Just getting all that intricate woodwork done. Okay. It's all around the house, all around the border of the windows. Like so. The striations being made with the brush itself is actually assisting you with that wood grain look. Okay. You see how quickly I just did that. And you see the striations in it already. Have the brush work for you. Okay, stop killing yourself, really. Not necessary. Let's go to the awnings on this side. Very light touch. As you can see, the striations are being done just with the strokes of the brush itself. Okay. Go straight down, just like wood grain. Alright. Same thing with the awnings on the opposite side. And if you want to add more character to it, like you see, you want to draw the slats to it or something like that, put them in a little kind of a shadow, very lightly. Just go across. The amount of detail you want on it is entirely up to you. Like so. Okay. But that's if you want to add all of that. Alright. Might have a little too dark on that, too blue on that side, which can be nicely covered up by doing one of these numbers here. I'm not really too worried about all of that. A little more of the brownish here. Put on that side there. Still got some more. Get some more yellow. Woodwork. Oh, right above here. Like so. maybe some right here. Just like that. Another one right here. Going right straight across. Like so. Trying to think of some more spots here. I'm going to work on that fence. Fence is right here. It's in shadow, so it's a little darker. Right in there. Go straight across. Dip into a little bit of the brown, a little bit of the blue. I'm not using very much. Don't need it. Put a little cast shadow down in here. You should be able to see what I'm doing down here, right? Yeah. Let me just aim it up a little bit. Just a little bit. I want you to catch all of this. It might help if I put the backlight on too. Okay. Some more in here. I want to put a little shadow in the inside here. I want the post to come on the outside. So I'll put a little cast shadow there. And a little bit underneath. Right underneath here. Like that. Okay. All in there. Alright. Got your wood grain in the front. Got a little off coloring all in here. A lot of this is going to be covered with leaves that trail, like grape leaves, you know, vines that trail around the house. A lot of that will be covered with that type of stuff. There'll be some pretty flowers like up here and up down there. Then we'll add a little bit of shadow to the grass and such, and we'll call it done. Okay. Shadow color time. Brown, phthalo blue, water, and we're gonna have a little fun. Well, first off, let me knock this out here. Got some shading on the window, like the wood. It's in shadow. All in here. I'm going to do some in here, all in shadow, like so. Okay, trying to think of where else. All along in here, also in shadow. Just using the tip of an angled brush. A little bit in here, all in shadow. Just like that. I'm dipping into more water, putting into the dark mixture I have. Gotta have it flow pretty good here. Okay. Might want it a little darker than that. It's not dark enough for me. I'm gonna put a little, just drying up on me. A little bit of red with the blue mixture. Add a little blue, deepen that color a little bit. Okay. Ironically, I mixed it right, but I still need to take most of that color out of there and put more water in it, just to have it flow a little better. We're gonna go. I'm a lefty, so instead of me going from top to bottom, I go from the top, from the bottom to the top. It's just easier for me. A righty would go from the top, from the bottom. I gotta flip the brush backwards and go in the other direction. All right. I want to cover up the pencil lines. Okay. Add the shadow right now, which is what I'm doing. And just keep it moving. Make the shadows very irregular. You got dips and wood grain, you got little valleys and stuff. And just keep going with it. Right to the edge up here. just like that. Okay. As it dries, and it will dry lighter, believe it or not, you'll see the wood grain paneling and all sorts of stuff going underneath it. Okay. Same thing with all of this in here. The slats of wood and the shadow underneath. That's all of that. That's all that is underneath, all in there. Little darkness here on the top. Little bits of, it's just bits of shadow all over the place. All over here on the top here. Maybe a little bit into the slats in here. Just little details here and there. Alright. Just for the, like I say, for the shadow part. All of what you see in here will be covered with vines and leaves and grass, and, or, you know, just vines all over the place. Okay. I'm going to dip more into my brown. I didn't get rid of the shadow color. Brown. What's left of the yellow. I have no white. It all dried up on me. It's okay. Some more of the wood grain up in here for the window pane. Like so. Same thing here. Turn the brush around. Starting to look like a little cottage now, right? And I'm showing this to you as an example. It's not a commission piece or anything. It's just really an example for you guys of how to approach and how to go about it with the projector. Alright. And that's all this is. All I'm doing. Okay. To hide any other pencil marks, you should be able to see it right here. Alright. All this. It'd be covered with grass and whatever you want to put on there. So once again, I go back to my keyword. Don't panic. It'll be alright. Okay. It's about done there. Whatever other, you've got extra color, whatever, put it on the shadow side of the roof. Who cares? Just like that. See? You're not hurting anybody. Add it here too. Just clean off your brush. Put it on the side of the house where you think you need it. It's not that serious. Alright? Okay, let's move on. Let's get to some of the flowers and stuff. I'm going to definitely need more white and more yellow. I gotta stop doing this. This is a bad habit. I made some nice gel mixture. It's warm in this room, and I have the lid off. No good. Just cover it back up here. There. That's fine. Alright. Let's get some more color going here. Stop playing around. Alright, I need more yellow. Sorry for my hairdo. I know I'm stepping in front of the camera. Get yellow. Definitely need some red. For some reason, when I talk at a low volume, my little sinuses act up, and you hear pretty much what you hear. But it is pretty late at night. When I filmed this, it was much earlier. Then, of course, when you eat and the food is good, and you end up going to sleep, and you wake up 7 hours later, you get the situation you have now. Okay. I still got the blue. Let's see, what other color I need? I just need those. Alright. Anyway, moving on. Let's get some flowers up in here. Okay, if you want flowers, if you want them to stand out a little bit, just add white to your color. Okay, basically, just add white. Whatever color you know, just add white to it. It'll make them stand out a little more. Alright, now I got some marbled blue, white. We're going to go up in here. And just a little touch here and there. Like so. Make it trail downward somewhere around here. Like that. Okay. We're going to have some more down here too. I'm going to marble it a little more. I like the marble color. And we'll put some right up in here. I'm going to use the tip of the brush. Have it come up around here. Like that. And I got red on here also, so I won't slap down on it. And have it come down here a little bit. So there's some trailing down there like that. Let's take that, let's clean this brush. I got some red and some white marble. Might not be marbled enough. I'll get some more red. Get some more white. I don't want it mixed in perfectly. And we're going to put some of that, just sprinkle some of that up there. Okay, maybe a few down there. Same thing up here. Yeah. Put a few there. Have some trailing down, like so. Okay. Gives it a nice little homey kind of feel to it. See? Just a little bit of color. Okay. Let's take, I'm just wipe off the brush right on the towel. Yeah, it's starting. It usually happens at night. It's annoying, but I gotta live with it. It's okay. I gotta deal with it. Since you're listening to me, you gotta deal with it too. Alright, some green, phthalo blue, a little yellow. Give me a nice deep green. Got a little piece of a pine tree here. And I'm just going to, it's the foundation color. I really want to accent pretty much the outside edge a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to take some blue, just deep blue, no green or anything added to it. And I'm going to just put little specks on the right hand side. All underneath here. Just have it keep going, go right off the page if you got to. Just like so. And I'm going to take some yellow. I'm just going to tap in some yellow here on the other side. It's really that yellow's not strong enough. I got to add a little white to it. There. Just a little bit here. Well, that's too much. I want more yellow. Just here and there. And a little bit under the fence. Just like that. Okay. I want it come to more of a point up there. Something like that. Okay, that's fine. Let us work. This is actually a good color for some of the vine work, to tell you the truth. So let's keep this greeny yellow mix. I want a little bit of blue mixed in there. I'm gonna do some of the vines. Okay. Of course, there you go. This. Can we get it a little larger? Good. Alright. Man. Let us work some of this vine area. Vines actually are all around in here. They're all in here. I'm going to get some of this dark color. Pepper some of that in here and there. And just keep working around it. Some over the awning. I have some swinging around this corner here. More all in here. Okay. Like I said, I'm just using this angled brush for right now. Just tap a few. Don't push so hard. I'm laying down this color. Alright. snake it up here a little bit. Put some more on the lattice. Some coming down here on the other side. Not too much. Let's scrape some of that off there. Let's get some yellow. And lightly touch upper top here. On the top. On the top. I would have used a different brush, but at this time of night, I don't feel like it. Even though I can easily just get another brush. I'm just using the tip here and there. Okay. A little bit on the awnings. Down there like that. Just like that, all in here. Okay. Comes a little bit down here on the other side. Kind of sneaks around. Same thing here. Get a little bit of red. A little bit of yellow. Tad of blue. Want it a little darker. Certain areas, certain spots. Like this. Coming down around the corner here. Just coming on down. Get some of that yellow. Put some bright yellow in here and in places. Like so. Brighten up some of the other spots in here. You can pick at this all night long if you really wanted to. Now, does that look more like a house to you? Okay. Just little bits here and there. I want to tighten up some of that shadow work. Actually, I want to lighten it just a bit. I'll show you how to do that right now. I wouldn't really necessarily use the rag. I would use a paper towel of sorts. You want it a little bit lighter? Just press into it. Just wipe some of that color off. Because I want it a little lighter than what I see. Just wipe it right off. Scrubbing the color clean off of this thing. Just like that. And you can lighten it up a little bit. But I'm also going to use some of that color to darken up closer to where some of that framework is. I'm just scratching some of that color around that edge, just softening that edge a little bit. Bet you didn't know you can do that. Remember, it's water soluble, you're using water for water soluble paint, and just go right from there. A little bit all in here, a little bit of shadow, a little bit in there, a little bit all in here. I don't want to destroy all the white though. Okay, just like so. I'm gonna take a little bit. Certain little things I see that I want to change a little bit. Take a little yellow, more white than yellow, just around this edge. Still want it a little bit brighter. I'll just tap away. Just like that. Maybe a few little hints here. Not too much. Something like that. Just around the edge there. Maybe even a little bit of pure white. Just give it a little separation up there. Just like that. I kind of like that. You thought I forgot about that glow back there, right? I didn't. kind of homey enough to you? Let's move this camera. I want it a little straighter so you can see it kind of dead on. Alright. How's she looking? That's fair, right? It's not too bad. Let's shade up some of this grass. La, 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 la. I'll take a big ratty brush. This is a 3/4. It's a watercolor brush, actually. It's a flat. Really, it's definitely a watercolor brush, a natural hair watercolor brush. I definitely have to get most of the water out of this. It does soak. It's a natural animal hair brush. Soaks up a lot of water. And I really don't want that much water. This brush will tend to fold up on you, okay, but it does give great grass patterns. Alright, now I want to get some grass patterns just behind the fold here in this house. Slight taps. Get some by the fence here. Okay. I just want to add a little depth to what. Yeah. Have it fade slowly out into the sunlight here. I'm just tapping in some more color. And I want to put some just under the well in here. Just a little bit. I gotta tap into some more color here. A little more of the green, a little bit of the blue. Like I say, this does make great grass patterns. Because it's of a very irregular shape, and no patch of grass will be the same. Maybe a little bit here, because you know you got a little bit of the woods area here. So let's just tease a little bit of shadow in there. Not too much. I still wanted to represent a little bit of the overall brightness of the grass, okay? So I don't want to add really too much of the shadow around there. But I do want to tease a little bit of brightness along that edge. Right along here. I'll probably use a little bit of white and yellow later on. Now under here in the front of the house, if those are lighter green, I still want to just dab a little bit of that right here along the edge of the house. So the house doesn't look like a definite cardboard cutout. Okay, I might even give it a little, I put a little red in there. Just to, maybe even like a little bit underneath the plants here. And a little bit of that red green, definitely on the other side of the house. Okay. Now, like I said, this brush is definitely a watercolor brush. It soaks up plenty of water. You definitely have to drain this out pretty strongly, alright? And looking right now, let's see where else I want to add some, definitely going to have to mix a little white in with the yellow. Because you have to, I definitely need this to stand out, what I'm about to do anyway. I'm going to go right to the line, the grass line here. Step across from here. Right in here. A couple of taps. Very lightly. I'm using the corner of the brush. In between the well, I have to turn my brush around. I just want to highlight in little increments that sunlight is peeking through, definitely peeking through those leaves here and there. Okay. watercolor brush does not tend to hold its form very long. Okay. It starts to split and splinter on you, like it's doing for me right now. But I will work with it, because like I said, I like the way it does the shape of the grass. And I'm just popping in a few highlights here and there. Turn the brush over. I like the irregular shapes it gives. So I will endure it for a little while. All in here. Don't need too much. We're almost done. Stepping back over you here. Okay. Basically, this is a lesson in how to rework a picture, a painting. Usually, if I'm doing a commission, I would be a lot more precise. Okay. And you got your shadow color. Still a basic creamy white picture, cottage. Yeah, you're far enough away to see it all. Got your framework here, piece of your roof that shines from the light catching it. Let me do this one thing before I forget. I gotta find that right here. This is not necessarily the brush I want, though. I want. There you are. Let's do this. Let's do this right now. Okay. Keep meaning to give you that glow. Okay, let's do the glow, guys. Let's get a little bit of, just a tad of white. A little bit of yellow. More white. Let's get this glow happening. Now, it all depends on where you're going to set this glow, alright? Now, it has a little bit of green in it, but that's okay. I'm wiping off the brush a little bit. I wipe some of that paint off the brush. Okay. Now, wherever you want to set that glow, I do want to have a little shine coming through here. Very lightly. Circular motion, very lightly, please. You can still see a little bit of the background. Okay. And maybe a little baby one right in here. Just a little one. Doesn't take much. You see that? Yeah, you see that over there? Okay. We're not done. What you did for those, you got little baby ones over here too. Just a little bit. Very lightly. Very lightly. You're adding paint on very lightly. Have it go a little wider. Okay, there's some more there. You can spot them. Okay. Takes a little practice. Not much paint. Okay, so it's a dry brush method. Not much paint at all. Alright. Let's add a nice little glow in here. See that? Right in there? Watch this. Just a little one. Just want to color up that one little V spot area in there. Yet leave the front kind of dark. That's all it takes. Very light brushing of the paint. Matter of fact, it might even feel dry. You feel the brush hairs catch to the paint. That's all you need. And a very light touch. Let's go up in here. See that bright spot there? That's where you concentrate at. And you just keep going outward. Okay? Just keep pressing. I'm just going to keep going outward with it. Now obviously, it didn't take too much on that one. So I'm adding a little white to the yellow mixture. Right there. Do it again lightly from the center. And go outward. And you'll see it. Like so. Get a little more white, a little more yellow, a little more white. I want it more white than the yellow. And you only got plenty on the brush, you're taking a lot of that off. don't want too much. You really don't. It always starts off with a light touch and then go outward. Like so. Now you see it peeking all through here, here, two there, one up under there. Okay. Now, use a little more paint because we're gonna go on the outside edges here. All right. Very light. You're gonna travel along with it, all along here, because you're gonna cover some of those leaves on the outside edge. You need a little more white. Just put it right in there. And just keep it moving. You see it turn, fade, and keep going downward. You want to give the illusion of the sunlight peeking through the leaves. Okay, I'm dipping into a little more white, into the yellow mixture that's in there already. Okay, that's too much. Yeah, and just go in circles. And as you see it, you'll see it. You'll see the leaves get lighter. Circular motion. Okay, and never keep the brush in the same spot. Just won't be wise. But you see, most of the sunlight is coming from that direction. Okay. Like so I'm getting a lot of that white off the brush. Okay. If you have to use a practice sheet to do it, get the practice sheet. It would benefit you to do that than to do something that you might regret and hate yourself for. Okay. I didn't get it perfect at first either. Believe me. Looked like a genuine mess. But check that glow out. And all you're doing is dry brushing white with a little bit of yellow. The smallest bits of yellow. Even in here, all this in here, wanted to glow a little bit. I hear a high-pitched ringing sound that I'm not feeling right now. I don't think it's coming from the camera. I know where it's coming from. It's coming from the bulb back there. But I just want to lighten up this area in here just a little bit. Even shining a little bit on the house. Alright. So you got that glow all through here. Alright. If I really wanted to be a stickler about it, I could put something in there, but I don't want to. Okay. But I am going to show you something else that's fairly cool. Okay. A little more white. A tad of yellow. This is going to be cool. Don't really recommend using such a large brush for it, but it's my painting. Alright. Sunbeam time. Let's put one here. Going straight down. Do it again. Do it one more time. Right here. All in here. It's a dry brush. It's a dry brush thing. Okay. Let's do it again. I need more white. You see it now? You will. Keep stroking in the same direction. You will see it. A little more white. This is something you don't rush, actually. Okay, just don't rush. You still want to see everything underneath. Alright? You can put some of that little, the beam is coming in that direction. I'm still adding white. It's done with a constant dry brush. There you go. Now you see it, right? Okay. See where it's going? Alright. And let's go a nice wide one right here. Come straight down. Straight downward. Need the side of the brush now. Still messing with that yellow. It's the side of the brush. Very light. Very light. Go whatever direction you're going, you gotta stay there. Alright. I need a touch of water. But not too much water. That's the tricky part. I'm taking most of that water out of there. Now I want one straight. That way. Come on, buddy. There you go. Straight that way. You see it? Okay. If I don't particularly like to use too much water. But as it dries, it looks magnificent. Quick one right in there. Maybe a little streak like that in there, coming straight down that way. You got a nice one here, and you got one trailing that way. Okay, you got them going all over the place. Particularly, I want to go right in front of the house here, just like so. You got the big one here. You got the small one there. It's going right through. How's that? Pretty cool? Not too bad? Alright. I will rinse this off and call it a day. Now, hopefully you understand the whole process. I don't know if I'm going to keep this video all in one segment or not. And if I do, I'll write it out to where you know what the whole process is. If you like what you see, please subscribe. I enjoy doing these for you. Take my link, share it with other artists, put it on your timeline. Just have them come check it out, and let them write have them to write on the message board. If you want to try any one of these tutorials, put it right on my Facebook page. Facebook page will be approximately right around here. You'll see it there. Right on my YouTube on the YouTube message board. Let me know what you think, how you feel, all that good stuff. Simple cottage with a light background, the leaves getting darker as they come towards you. I wanted the foreground to actually be lighter this time than be stark in the darkness, because it's almost a semi-backlit type of deal. The middle ground is the one that's backlit, but your foreground is actually lit up. Okay, and you got your background that's got the highlight. All right, and like I say, let me know what you think, and hopefully, we'll do many more. All right, until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.